So in the last lecture, we have completed our first part of the side distance, that is SSD, stopping side distance. In that we have seen what is meant by stopping side distance. Means what? It is the minimum side distance available at the highway at any spot having the sufficient length to enable the driver to stop the vehicle traveling at the design speed safely without collision with any another obstruction. Okay, this we have seen in the last lecture. What is meant by stopping side distance? It is also called as minimum side distance or the safe stopping distance. Okay, what is the stopping side distance? It is the distance when any driver driving the vehicle, as soon as he saw any obstruction and he applies the brake, by how much distance our vehicle will get stopped. Okay, it is divided into then two parts. First, that we have seen in the lag distance, and this lag distance is depends on what? The reaction time. Okay, the lag distance is depends on what? The reaction time. Means what? While taking the decision what to do, the our vehicle travels some distance. Okay, that distance traveled by the vehicle when we are taking the decision what to do, that to apply the brake or to go with the another lane. Okay, that distance traveled is known as lag distance. And when we decide to apply the brake and we are going to apply the brake, and the distance when the brakes are applied traveled by the vehicle is known as braking distance. Okay, we are taking the simply summation of these two to calculate the stopping side distance that we have seen in the last lecture. This is our general formula that we derived for the stopping side distance, that is SSD is equal to Vt plus V square upon 2gf into bracket f plus or minus 0.01 n. Okay, this formula that we have derived in last lecture, where the velocity is in meter per second. It is very important here. Here the velocity is in meter per second. Then if the gradient is given, means rising ascending gradient or descending gradient. Okay, if the ascending gradient is given, then we will take the sign as plus. If the descending gradient is given, then we take the sign as minus. Okay, this is very important formula that might be asked for MCQ. In this, the V velocity is in meter per second, it is very important. Then if the gradient is given, here this is the gradient given as n%, ascending or descending. Depending on that, we will add or minus the gradient. Okay, here you can see the formula is given as f plus or minus 0.01 n. Okay, if there is ascending gradient, then take plus sign. If there is a descending gradient, take minus sign. Okay, this formula that we have seen in the last lecture. Now we'll see one example on that. Everyone, please take your notebook. You will see the small problems on this that might be asked for MCQ if there will be the online exam. If there will be the offline exam, then also it is helpful. But be prepared for the offline exam as well, because there are chances to have offline exam also. So be prepared for both, if there will be offline or else there will be the online exam. Be prepared for both. This is the cross-sectional details. You might have drawn this figure, the cross-section details of the road. Okay. Let's take a screenshot of this slide. Take the screenshot of this slide. You just have given the right of way, road margin. Okay. Add the border control as well in that figure that you have drawn in the first lecture of this chapter. Just simply add the border controls line, take the screenshot, and afterward make the correction in that slide or on that figure. Okay, so we are here at the side distance. Okay, and that we have seen the first as the stopping side distance. Write a heading. Everyone, please, we are going to solve the problem on this heading. Take your notebook, write the heading as the stopping side distance. Everyone, open your notebook, write the heading stopping side distance, SSD, or absolute minimum side distance. Absolute minimum side distance. In that, write the definition of that. Write the definition. SSD is the minimum side distance. SSD is the minimum side distance available on highway. Available on highway at any spot. At any spot having sufficient length to enable the driver to stop the vehicle traveling without collision with any obstruction. Okay, draw this figure. Everyone, please draw this figure. Draw this figure of SSD. That is stopping side distance. Everyone, draw this figure. The figure shows that the SSD is divided into two parts. That is lag distance and braking distance. Okay. Draw the figure side by side. I will explain what the figure indicates. See, at point A, the vehicle, if suppose the vehicle is at point A and the driver observes the obstacle or obstruction. Okay. When the driver is at position A, he observed the obstacle, then he decides or think what to do. That is taken as the reaction time. In that reaction time, whatever the distance traveled by the vehicle is lag distance. Then he decided to apply the brake at point B, at position B. He applied the brake. Then by applying the brake, vehicle travels some distance. By applying the brake, the vehicle travels some distance, and that distance is taken as braking distance. Okay. Then the vehicle comes at point C or position C. So vehicle gets stopped at position C without collision with the obstruction. Okay, understood by this figure. At position A, observer observes the obstruction or the driver observes the obstruction. Then in the reaction time or in the reaction period, he decided to apply the brake. But during that period, during that reaction time, the vehicle travels some distance. That distance is called as lag distance. After that, he decided to apply the brake. When he applied the brake, the vehicle travels some distance. That distance is taken as braking distance. And finally, vehicle gets stopped at position C. Okay. So the total SSD is equal to lag distance plus braking distance. So the distance traveled to stop the vehicle is lag distance plus braking distance. It should be minimum or it should be less than the available distance. Okay. It should be less than the available distance. Okay. And also please observe in this figure, this is very important. Eye of the driver. Okay. Height of the driver or the eyesight of the driver above the road surface. Eyesight of the driver above the road surface, it is taken as 1.2 meter. Please observe in this figure, it is very clearly given that the eyesight of the driver from the surface of road, it is 1.2 meter, and the height of obstruction will take it as 0.15 meter. Okay, the height of the obstruction is taken as 0.15 meter. This is for SSD, stopping side distance, and for OSD or overtaking side distance, both the driver's height as well as obstruction height will take it as 1.2 meter. This is very important because this is asked in various exams multiple times. This question has asked into various exams. If you want, I will show you one question paper instead. I will show one question, the question paper of Nagar Parishad Mains that is held in 2018. Okay, in 1/21/9 means November, sorry, September, 21 September 2018. Okay, in that see, second question only. Question number 2 only. See this question. In 2018, this question was asked. As per the IRC suggestion, for the calculation of the stopping side distance, the height of the eye level of driver and height of the object above the road surface respectively are. Okay, and this is asked for stopping side distance. This is a very important word. Stopping side distance. For SSD, it is asked for. Okay, as we know, for SSD, stopping side distance, the height of the eye level of driver is 1.2 and the object height is 0.15 meter for SSD. And for OSD, what we take? Both. This is for what? OSD. For overtaking side distance, we'll take it as 1.1 meter as a driver height as well as the object height as a 1.1. Okay, this will take for the OSD. This exam is asked, this question is asked in 2018 question paper of Nagar Parishad. Also see the next question. I will show you. See this question. How the highway is important. This observe. This question. Which of the following road pattern has been adopted in the city roads of the Chandigarh? Okay. In Chandigarh, that is first 20 years development plan. Which pattern they have decided to go with, the rectangular or the block pattern? Okay. This is also very important. The next question is also from highway only, but that portion we have not yet covered. See here, this question. The question number 12 also. The question number 12. As per the IRC recommended values with the width of the carriageway. In the last lecture only we have discussed about the width of the carriageway for 2 lanes with the raised curve. Okay, we have given the value for single lane road, for 2 lane, 3 lane, multi-lane roads, and for 2 lane without raised curve and 2 lane with raised curve. Okay, that 2 values we have given. The first value. What the first value decide? It gives for, can anyone answer? The first value is for the width of carriageway of which lane road?
Single lane.
Single lane.
Single lane. Okay. For this is for single lane. The second value is 7 meter. This value is for
2 lanes within.
okay. This value is for 2 lane road but without curves. Okay. Second value is for 2 lane road but without curve. Third value is for 2 lane road with curve. Okay. 2 lane road with curve. Okay. So these are the values given by IRC in the width of carriageway. Okay. The any one value that can be asked, a number of times, number of exams, these values are asked. While taking that point also, I have told that this is very important. Multiple times this is asked in the exams, various exams. So you should be prepared for, if you want to prepare for any exam, you should go with the thorough study. Okay. The maximum rate of the introduction of super elevation, that is our next point that we'll take afterwards. Okay, so like this, I will just telling the examples. There are number of exams, number of questions that will be asked from the highway. As highway is very large subject, it is very important at the exam point of view. Okay, so you should prepare the various, all the points with the, you should clear all the points so that you will be prepared for any exam. Okay. How you drawn the figure, then afterward write the formula. SSD is equal to lag distance plus braking distance. Write down the formula. SSD is equal to lag distance plus braking distance. In the last lecture, we have seen the formula for SSD that we have written. Okay. What is that formula? VT plus which one is the formula? Lag distance plus braking distance. The lag distance formula is Vt. Okay, but that formula is in the meter per second. Okay, here the formula is derived as well as in kilometer per hour. Okay, so write down both the formula. So in the last lecture, that formula whatever I have given, that is for, so this formula SSD is equal to Vt plus V square upon 2G in bracket F plus or minus 0.01 n. In this formula, velocity is in meter per second. If it is asked to velocity in kg per meter, kmph, kilometer per hour, then the formula will be the lag distance is equal to 0.278 VTR, where TR is the reaction time. Okay, V is the velocity or the speed of the vehicle in kmph. Okay, write down this formula. Lag distance is equal to, as per the IRC, lag distance is equal to 0.278 V into T. Okay, here T is the reaction time, so it is taken as TR. And generally, the reaction time is taken as 2.5 seconds. Generally, the reaction time is taken as 2.5 seconds. Write down the formula for lag distance. Everyone, please write down formula. We have to solve the examples on this formula. So everyone should copy this formula. After that, write down the formula for braking distance. Braking distance. Formula for braking distance. Formula for braking distance. V square upon 254 into bracket F plus or minus S or N. In the last lecture, we have taken as N. Write it as N or S, whatever you want. Okay, in percentage. This is for lag distance, that is LG, and this is the braking distance, that is LB. Okay, lag distance plus braking distance. And this formula is when the velocity is in kilometer per hour. This formula is when the velocity is equal to in kilometer per hour. Okay, so keep in mind here the velocity is in kilometer per hour, kmph. If the velocity is given in meter per second, in the you should use for the previous formula, that is Vt plus V square upon 2gf. If there is a ascending gradient, then take plus. If there is a descending gradient, take minus sign. There the two signs are given. F plus or minus percentage of the gradient. Take the plus sign when it is ascending gradient. Take the minus sign when it is descending gradient. Okay. And if the flat ground is there, here it is given. If there is a flat ground, take S is equal to 0. Then S, that is N, gradient percentage will be equal to 0. At that time, the formula will become as V square divided by 254 F. Okay. So These are important formulae that might be asked directly for MCQ or might be the question will be asked on this formula. Okay, then write down this formula. Total SSD is equal to 0.278 VT plus V square upon 254 into bracket F plus or minus S percentage. S or N, whatever you want to take. Just reminder that it is gradient percentage. Below that, write down note. Note SSD for two-way traffic. SSD for two-way traffic on two lanes. On two lanes is equal to SSD. Means if there is a two-way traffic and the road is two-lane road, then SSD is equal to SSD only. But second, SSD for two-way traffic. SSD for two-way traffic on single lane road. Two-way traffic, single lane road is equal to 2 into SSD. Is equal to 2 into SSD. Okay. If there is a two-way traffic but single lane road is there, then we have to take SSD is equal to 2 into SSD. Then write down first question or the problem number 1. Problem number 1. Write down first problem. Write down first problem. Calculate the stopping side distance. This is easy and short problems are there, so that might be asked for MCQ as well. Calculate the stopping side distance on highway. Stopping side distance, that is SSD on highway at a descending gradient. At a descending gradient of 2%. Descending gradient of 2%. For design speed of 80 kmph. Design speed of 80 kmph. Assume other data. Assume other data as per the IRC recommendation. As per the IRC recommendation. Okay. Completed. Just see here. I will explain how to solve, as this is the first problem. First problem. So observe carefully how to solve. So see here. First, we should know what is given and what we have to calculate. Okay. So what they have asked, calculate the SSD. That is sloping side distance. So first that we have to find is SSD. That is stopping side distance. Okay. Then here they have given that on the highway at a descending gradient. This word is very important. How the gradient is given? Descending. Descending gradients means what? We have to take the gradient as negative. That is, minus sign should be used in the formula. And it is given as 2%. So take S is equal to 2%. For the design speed of 80 kmph, so the design speed, that is V, is given as 80 kmph. So the formula we should have to use that whichever is given in kmph. So the speed, because the speed is given in kmph, so use the formula which is given in kmph. What is that formula? SSD is equal to see here carefully. First, observe the formula. What we have to calculate? SSD is equal to 0.278 VT plus V square upon 254 into bracket S plus or minus F plus or minus S. Okay. But see carefully what the values that we knows V that we know. Okay. That we need not to find out. V square that we know, velocity is given. Yes, gradient is given. So the remaining are the unknown values. What are the unknown values? TR. What is TR? The reaction time. And also the unknown values F. What is F? Coefficient of friction. Okay. Can anyone tell the value of TR? You can text in chat box. Value of TR. Reaction time value. As per the IRC, how much we take? How much should be the reaction time? TR means reaction time. How much reaction time we take as per the IRC? Can anyone tell? 2.5 seconds. Okay, so the reaction time is taken as 2.5 seconds. Then what is F? F is the coefficient of friction. Okay, but there are two coefficient of friction. One is longitudinal coefficient of friction and another one is lateral coefficient of friction. Okay, and the values of IR, values for this friction given by IRC are for longitudinal friction, it is 0.35 to 0.4. This also number of times, this is also asked for MCQ. And the lateral value F is equal to 0.15. So when we should go for the longitudinal value and when we should go for the lateral values. Okay. So whenever we are considering the curved portions, okay, at that time the lateral value come in picture. Okay. And whenever we are studying about the straight road, horizontal road straight, in that time we should take the longitudinal friction. Okay. So in the straight road, longitudinal friction will come in picture, and whenever we are studying about the curved portions, okay, in the superelevation, okay, at that time we have to take the lateral coefficient of friction. So here we will take the longitudinal coefficient of friction. Its value varies from 0.35 to 0.4, and in the problem only they have suggested to go for the value as per the ISC. So here I will assume the F as the 0.35 and the reaction time I will take at 2.5 seconds, and place these values into the formula, that is SSD is equal to lag distance plus braking distance. So find out the lag distance by putting the value of V and T. Also find out the braking distance by putting the value of a frictional. S is the gradient and V is the velocity. Okay, and please remember this, in the formula of the braking distance, we should use the minus sign. Why? Because the gradient is given as descending gradient. Okay, if the gradient is ascending, you should use the plus sign. If the gradient is descending, you should have to use the minus sign. Okay, put the values into the formula and find the answer. Everyone, please solve this problem. Everyone must solve this problem. Someone has texted the answer. Let us see. Okay, two persons has given the answer. We'll wait for 2 minutes. Let others solve this problem. Very basic formula. Very simple problem is there. Three, 4 person has takes the answer. Let us see whose answer is correct. So the lag distance Let's see whether this value is correct. Those who have completed first, try to calculate second problem. Try to solve second problem. It is given there. Calculate the values of headlight side distance and intermediate side distance for the highway with the design speed of 60 kmph. And assume the required or suitable data. Okay, try to solve second problem. Here the value of gradient is not given, so assume the flat gradient, that is s is equal to 0. Take the gradient as 0 and try to solve second problem if you have finished the first problem. Everyone must tally the answer. If you got the right or wrong answer, please correct and check where you got wrong. Solve question number 2. Calculate the values of headlight side distance and intermediate side distance for the highway with the design speed of 65 kmph. Assume suitability all data required. If you have calculated first, solve second problem and text me the answer. Solve second problem, tell me the answer. Here what we have to do, just same as previous, same problem as previous, but here s, that is gradient, is not given, so consider as a flat gradient and solve it. Text the answer. Find out answer and text the answer. Headlight side distance that we have to calculate, that is SSD. 1, 2, 3 have text the answer. Others, please try the answer. SSD as well as what is asked? ISD, that is intermediate side distance. In the previous lecture only I have told that how you take the ISD. Just simply ISD is equal to 2 times of SSD. Okay. So what is meant by intermediate side distance? Intermediate side distance is equal to 2 into SSD, stopping side distance. Okay. So how to calculate ISD? ISD is equal to 2 into SSD. Okay, we'll see. 4, 5 have answered. So let us check what is the answer. So SSD is equal to, as we know the formula, 0.278 V into T plus V square upon 254 F. This formula when the velocity is given in kmph. Okay, so place the velocity as 65 F, coefficient of friction, take it as 0.35 or 36. T is equal to 2.5 seconds. So by this formula, how much the SSD will come? At a 91.4. Okay, most of have answered the correct answer. 91.4 is the SSD, and for ISD just multiply by 2. ISD is equal to 2 into SSD. Okay, ISD is equal to 2 into SSD. Please see the answer. If you got the wrong answer, please see where you got wrong. Check your answer. Very good. If you have right answer, then no problem. If your answer is wrong, please check where you got mistake. If the F value is taken as 0.35, no problem at all. You can take the value of F from 0.35 to 0.4. Okay, if that value is not specified in the problem, then you can take from 0.35 to 0.4. Okay, the answer will not wrong. If they have given the specific value, then that should be taken by you. If they have not given the specific value, you can assume from 0.35 to 0.4. But in most of the problem, or in most of the cases, F is taken as 0.35. Okay, in most of the cases, F is taken as 0.35. Okay, the next part is over. If you have finished, as everyone has finished, we will move forward for the next part. That is OSD, overtaking side distance. Our next point is OSD, that is overtaking side distance. Write a heading as overtaking side distance. Write a heading as overtaking side distance. And everyone please draw this figure. Write a heading as overtaking side distance. And draw this figure. Everyone please draw this figure for OSD, overtaking side distance. And alternate, mark your attendance into the chat box, as well as draw the figure, as well as text your attendance in the chat box. Draw the figure for OSD. Everyone, please draw this figure for overtaking side distance, as well as mark your attendance in the chat box. If you have done both, you can leave the lecture and join for the next lecture. If you have drawn, if you have marked attendance in the chat box, please leave the lecture and join for the next lecture. If you have not drawn the yet, take the screenshot. Take a screenshot and draw afterwards. Mark your attendance in chat box and left the lecture. The next lecture will begin shortly. You can leave the lecture now. Everyone mark your attendance to chat box. If your attendance will not be there, I will mark as absentee.